Oman's history began thousands of years ago, when the southeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula, surrounded by mountains, desert, and sea, first became home to human settlements. At that time, the world had no fixed borders, no named civilizations, yet the land that is now Oman was already turning into a vital crossroads for migration, trade, and exploration. The roar of the Arabian Sea and the winds from the Khari shaped the lives of the people here, tough, resilient, and determined. Many ancient empires rose and fell across this region, but the people of Oman survived through their own strength, intelligence, and adaptability. Thousands of years ago, the inhabitants of this land were skilled seafarers. Some of the world's earliest boat builders and navigators came from Omani tribes. People who could read the waves, understand the direction of the winds, and set their course by the stars. When Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and the Egyptian civilizations began trading with each other, Oman became a major link between them. They carried copper, incense, spices, and precious goods across distant lands. Omani frankincense, especially the variety found in the Dhofar region, was as valuable as gold in the ancient world, used in religious rituals, medicine, and royal ceremonies. Dhofar became the heart of incense production, its fame reaching from the Roman Empire all the way to India and China. While the Babylonians and Assyrians expanded their empires, Oman remained independent and tribal. Each tribe lived by its own rules, and no foreign power ever fully managed to control the deep interior of Oman. Later, the Achaemenid Persians influenced some coastal areas to benefit from maritime trade. But Omani sailors and warriors never allowed them absolute dominance. The people of Oman possessed two great strengths, the sea and the desert. These harsh environments shaped them and helped protect them from foreign invasion. Before the arrival of Islam, Oman was religiously diverse. Some worshipped idols, some followed Zoroastrianism, and some practiced Judaism. Their society was tribal, with each clan led by its own chief. Through trade, Omani merchants developed strong ties with Yemen, Persia, India, and East Africa. While they expanded their trade across the Indian Ocean, they also cultivated agriculture at home, especially date farming and livestock rearing. They invented the remarkable Aflaj irrigation system, now recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, which shows how skillfully they managed water even in the desert. In the 7th century, when Islam spread across Arabia, Oman joined this new era. Prophet Muhammad's envoy, Amr ibn al-As, invited the Omani rulers to accept Islam, and the tribal leaders soon embraced the faith. With this, Oman entered a new chapter in which religion became the foundation of social justice, education, ethics, and trade. Under the Abbasid Caliphate, Omani sailors established major maritime routes across the Indian Ocean to East Africa, India, and Southeast Asia, laying the foundation of Oman's future maritime empire. A unique feature of Omani history is its political system, the Ibadi Imamate. Unlike other Islamic branches, the Ibadis favored justice, independence, and communal decision-making. Imams were elected by the people, setting Oman apart from most regions of the Arab world. The strength of the imamate rose and fell due to Persian interference and internal conflicts, but the Omani spirit of independence never disappeared. In the Middle Ages, European powers entered the Indian Ocean to dominate trade routes. The Portuguese, after rounding Africa and reaching India, began capturing ports across the Arabian Sea. In 1507, they seized Muscat, controlled the ports, imposed taxes on trade, and built fortresses. For more than 150 years, they occupied Oman's coastline. But the Omanis never gave up. With their long naval tradition, they fought back, and in the 17th century, under Imam Sultan bin Saif, they successfully expelled the Portuguese from Muscat and the entire coast. This victory became a major milestone. It was one of the first times an Arab force drove a European power out of the region. After the Portuguese were expelled, Oman entered its golden age. In the 17th and 18th centuries, it emerged as a powerful maritime state across the Indian Ocean. Oman influence stretched from Zanzibar, Pemba, and Mombasa on the East African coast to Gwadar in modern-day Pakistan. Their navy became one of the strongest in the Arab world. Zanzibar became a key center of the Omani Empire, famous for its spice trade, especially cloves, which dominated global markets. Oman was the only Arab state to possess colonies in Africa. Omani culture, architecture, and language left lasting marks on East Africa, visible even today in Kenya, Tanzania, and Zanzibar. However, the slave trade on the East African coast was a grim reality of that era, and Omani traders were also involved. Though this was part of global commerce at the time, with European powers equally engaged, this chapter remains a difficult moral question in Omani history. Eventually, due to international pressure and humanitarian concerns, the practice was abolished. By the mid-19th century, the Omani Empire began to weaken. Zanzibar and Muscat were split into separate administrations, and Zanzibar later became an independent sultanate. Internal conflicts, economic struggles, and regional politics reduced centralized power. The British gradually increased their influence across the Gulf, and Oman entered into treaties and partnerships with them. Although Oman was never colonized, British influence was evident in naval and diplomatic affairs. In the early 20th century, Oman remained isolated, its economy weak, modern technology scarce, and many regions untouched by progress. In 1970, Sultan Qaboos bin Said came to power, marking the beginning of modern Oman. He transformed the country from an underdeveloped desert state into a stable, peaceful, and culturally rich nation. Under his leadership, Oman saw major reforms in education, healthcare, infrastructure, roads, airports, ports, and utilities. Schools, hospitals, highways, and national development projects spread across the country. Oman also became known on the world stage as a neutral, peace-oriented, and diplomatic mediator, playing constructive roles in the Iran-Iraq War, Saudi-Iran relations, and the Yemen crisis. Today's Oman is a land of cultural heritage and modern progress, where ancient history, Arab traditions, maritime legacy, and architectural beauty blend with political stability and peaceful diplomacy. Oman continues to advance technologically while preserving its rich identity. Its forts, mosques, markets, offlage irrigation systems, incense routes, ports, and ethnic diversity together create a national character that is both timeless and unique.